Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
Well, where do I start? Do I start the one where my ex is dating the Megan? Was it the Megan Stallion? What's her name?
Meg the Stallion.
Meg the Stallion. Megan. I'm just gonna call her Megan.
Who's
Megan?
Who is Mag?
I don't know. I just get my vowels like always mixed up.
It's okay,
so
she's from Russia.
Like, she's a foreigner.
So I saw this.
Yes.
Me and Eva, we were sitting in bed scrolling on TikTok, and we're scrolling. Meg the Stallion pops up with some guy, and Eva's like, "Isn't that Olivia's ex?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, his name's Tory, right?
Yep.
Not Tory Lanez, a different Tory."
Yeah, not that one.
Just imagine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I can't even get mad though, because it's like, damn, like that's kind of a flex, you know?
It's a flex for who? Y'all, these are the type, I can't stand these types. Okay, these are the type of women that are very surface level. Everything about them is perception. Everything about them is based off of what's a flex and what's not a flex, not what's real. We're going to get into it. So just understand, like, that's the type of women that we are talking about right now. Like, very surface level, no substance, just likes, follows, flexing, and what else they be doing? Image. That's it.
Like
Yeah.
I can't even be mad at that at all, because like
I just wonder what his type is, because
I can't just.
you guys dated, then he was talking to other girls when he was talking to you, and
Yeah.
like they all look
very
like
similar. Like
you
we all looked,
guys.
yeah.
So I'm just curious what his type is.
What I've learned in my 29 years, men don't have a type. They like whatever they like. It could be a wide range. Like, I truthfully don't know a man that is specifically like on point with one exact type, to be fair.
Honestly, anything goes for some.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have an exact type, you know?
Mine's definitely.
Now, I actually agree with the third girl on the end. Now, I want to break this down because actually I have multiple perspectives. Because we have to talk about Black men and their whole issues when it comes to why they tend to date out, especially the athletes and the just the entertainers, right? But first we have to start with the beauty hierarchy. A lot of women believe in the beauty hierarchy, so much so to the point where they create competition. All right, and competition is all about competing. So you are thriving against another person to gain or win something. And the whole purpose is to win the guy. So a lot of women feed into the hierarchy, the beauty hierarchy. A lot of women feed into, and I feel like it's delusional, the rating systems that men create and things like that. I feel like it's highly delusional. And when you decenter men out of your life, you will see how delusional it really is. Now, the only reason why they promote or they talk about the beauty hierarchy or the preferences or these rating scales and things like that is because it will put a battery in your back and you will compete for the man, which will automatically make him the prize, which is why a lot of them go around with that mentality that they are the prize. And it's because, well, women uphold that beauty hierarchy, the competitive nature that comes with men creating the beauty hierarchy. But the reality is they don't even follow the beauty hierarchy. I mean, how many men have we seen on this app or on apps in general where they're creating this rating system, they're creating all of these rules and all of these standards for women to meet, and then come to find out they don't really actually live by them. It is just to put a battery in your back. I don't believe that men have types. I believe men go for what is convenient. I believe men operate from a place where they focus on what meets their needs in the moment. If anything, I feel like women are more prone to a type than anything, simply because it takes us forever to leave what we're used to try something new. Men are more open to trying something new because they're all about right now. They're all about what's convenient to them, and they're all about what they want at that particular time. And so a lot of women fall for the types, the beauty hierarchies, the rating systems, and the preferences. If a man actually likes women, which I feel like that's the confusion here, some of these men don't like women. They're very confused about their sexuality. But the men that actually like women, the ones that are into women, it's not about a type. It's not about if you look like this or if you look like that. Because let's take a look, right? Because she's saying, well, I'm just very confused on his type because, well, when he was with me and previously he dated, most likely Caucasian women that were blonde, right? And I understand, I'm not even upset. The reason why I'm not really upset with her is because her questioning his type is pretty normal. Most women would do that. I don't really see anything about that. I don't see anything wrong about that. It was just the undertone. It was the purpose and the reason behind even recording this and having this conversation publicly. But for her to question it within herself and maybe even within her friendship group, I completely understand that. I feel like that's a womanly thing to do. I don't feel like that's something that's just abnormal and I should be upset about it. Most women are going to do that. But if we are going according to what she said in this video, well, I'm so used to seeing him date women that look like me. But come to find out, y'all, his baby mama looks like Megan Thee Stallion. And that's why I say this is all about convenience. I feel like men are all about convenience. I don't feel like men are about a type or a preference or a rating scale or rating system or anything like that. I think they just say those things to put a battery in your back.
He does have a baby mama named Jakira, and apparently they met in college, and pretty much the typical story where the guy couldn't keep his meat in his pants and their relationship was pretty much ended because he had multiple side pieces. And there were some rumors that I read that they were together even when Megan Thee Stallion started dating him. Not sure if that's true. There was even a recent story that talked about this Instagram model who I assume was trying to expose him for dealing with her, and I found it crazy how so many people were quick to say that she was trying to brag about the $100 that he sent her. I don't think it's about the amount of money. I think it's the principle. I do believe that he was messing with this girl.
Now listen, he was messing. Yes, Queen Trauma. Make sure y'all check her out because I'm not going to play her whole video. You have to go to her channel and really watch her breakdown and her take and everything like that. But the reason why I wanted to bring this to your attention is so many women fall for the type. And I really don't think men really have one. Like I said, I believe that it's based off of convenience. Now, when we talk about men with issues, okay, like the ones with mommy issues, the ones with self-hatred issues, or the ones that struggle with both mommy issues, self-hatred, maybe even self-esteem, or all of the above, right? I believe it really comes down to they create these preferences because of their internal issues. So yes, you may bump into a man that is struggling with these issues where he has mommy issues, self-hatred, self-esteem, or all of the above, or one or the other, whatever the case may be. And so he creates these types. He creates these preferences because of his own issues that he refuses to actually work on. But men in nature who are actually attracted to women don't really have a type. And I've said that so many times, like they don't really have a type. So you're going to be thrown off. You're going to be thrown off if you think that he does, and then he dates the complete opposite of that. And I've seen it. I think when he was with that girl, I don't even know what her name is. I think it's Lena. I think her name may be Lena. When he was with her, he may have been like in this phase proximity. Maybe that was what he was around at the time. But now it seems like he has a fetish for thicker women too. So it's women trying to figure out men. And if you would just decenter them and stop centering them, you would quickly come to the realization that men are selfish and they do things out of convenience and they do things that make sense to them in the moment, and that may change at any second and at any point in time. We women are more fixed. Men, not so much. We are more fixed. It took Black women generations to step outside of Black men and date outside of the Black community. Men, not so much. Like literally, I think they passed a bill for them when it comes to interracial dating. They passed a law for interracial dating, and they went over and started, dating in women in other communities and things like that. But for us, we're more fixed in our nature, where it takes us time. It takes us a while to really, truly get comfortable. Men, not so much. So I think women who still believe in the beauty hierarchies, the preferences, the rating scales, and things like that, especially after you've seen the worst kind, like the red pillars, get exposed for how they're dating the very opposite of their rating scales and their rating systems and their preferences. It's just an illusion. Like, it's something to get you to compete for. It's something to get you women to believe in, but men don't even believe in it. Men don't even believe in half the shit that they talk about, okay? Some of you are so insecure about razor bumps on your bikini line, and when it really comes down to it, men do not care about that. You do. You care about your bikini line. You care about your hyperpigmentation when it comes to the kitty. Men really don't care about that. You care about the ingrown hairs. Men really don't really care about that unless he is highly shallow. But when a man really is into a woman, those are things that they don't really care about. You do. You do, which is why you're more fixed in your nature, but men, not so much. I mean, we've heard stories about men out here screwing a corpse. And you still have women out here trying to break their damn neck to be this or to be that, to meet these rating systems and these preferences and all of this stuff, when we've heard that. Also, how many women can go to jail or prison for a while and turn lesbian? Like percentage wise, how many women go off to prison and then they just come back a lesbian? I don't think it's that many. I'm not going to say it's just none at all, but I don't think it's that many. Men coming back down low. So do men really have a type? Do they have a type? What has this conversation been about? I said men do what is convenient to them. So do they have a type? Yeah, that's why we're having this conversation, because I need the girls to decenter men. Okay, they in your head, like they living in there. They are, and then they got you looking at yourself differently. Like this girl on this podcast, like she's like, well, I don't even know who his type is. His type is women. That's it. And because he's an NBA player, he can get whatever woman he wants. So of course he's gonna date the rainbow. He's gonna date the rainbow. Seriously. He's gonna date the rainbow because he can get access to the rainbow. And then have you ever thought about how some of these men don't have a type? They just can only date what they can afford or what they have access to. We got to change this. We got to change this. Yo, I took notes, honey, because I was like, That's why when you really start to decenter these men, you really start to see how they really just the foolish. It's bullshit. Like the stuff that they say, it's just bullshit, y'all. It's just BS. Now, the mommy issues, the self-haters, and the low self-esteemers, or all of the above, okay, they will have a type, but it's because they're truly insecure. They have to stick to their type to make themselves feel like a mom. But the ones that don't live off of that type of stuff, they don't have types. And if they have they can get access to the rainbow, they're going to date the rainbow. Come on, we talk about, why do you think these men want to be kings so bad? Why do you think they want to be kings? In monarch times, they would call all type of women to the king's bed. It would be the long-haired blonde girl. It would be the brunette. It would be the redhead with the freckles. It would be the extremely young to the more mature woman. He dealt with them all. And then once he got tired of that, you know what was next? He called a man to his bed.